Here is a Lakewood 12-inch fan. Doesn't look very Lakewood to me, but it bears the Lakewood name. And it was a local find, local marketplace listing. I picked it up today for $5, and the fan is in really nice shape. It was a little dusty, had a couple seasons worth of dust on it, but overall, very nice condition. Pretty much cleaned up like new. I think it is a Medea fan. I'm pretty sure. The motor definitely looks like a Medea motor. It has the, what is that, yellow dichromate plating, zinc plating, and it assembles pretty much the same way as any Medea motor I've seen on an oscillating fan, and it has very Medea-like push-button speed selectors. Let's take a look at the sticker info. It's a very, very lightweight fan too. I mean, it's not really durable at all, but seems decent overall. It's the Lakewood model LDF1210. That's about all it gives me. There's no date code on here anywhere. There's no other brand or sticker information. There was a little sticker on top of the motor, but it was like a weird serial number. I couldn't really make anything out of it. But fan runs really well, surprisingly well. I'll start it on high speed after I plug it in. Might want to do that. It's the fused plug. Here is high. It's got kind of a cool sound on the high speed. It's got kind of a choppy buzz to it. Moves pretty good air too. It's not real strong, but it's not terrible either. So we're in like the mid 900s for the velocity, which is good, not great. It's not as strong as, say, like the early 2000s SMC fans. It's relatively quiet on the high speed too. I didn't feel like I had to talk that loud to talk over it. So we're in the low 800s on the medium. There's low speed. The balance isn't perfect. It has some vibration to it, but it definitely could be worse. I think I expected it to be worse than it really is. Kind of pleasantly surprised by this, actually. I saw another Lakewood fan today driving through a neighborhood the next town over, about 10 miles from here. It's pretty good low speed. That's not as fast as a lot of other low speeds on 12-inch fans. I was driving through this neighborhood and I happened to see 2/3 to 3/4 of what I think was a second gen Lakewood K223 box fan sticking out the top of a trash can in front of a house. The only thing was, it was like way up by the house, like on the porch, so I didn't really have any options there. Might go back in a couple of days and see if they actually put it out, but that was interesting. I don't see that too often. I couldn't really tell if they were throwing the fan out either. It almost seemed like maybe they propped it up on top of the trash can and it just slipped and fell in there. That could be possible. Oscillation runs pretty good. It's a very generic looking Lakewood logo. I would bet that this was definitely one of the last ones. I remember seeing pedestal fan versions of this too, somewhat recently. Seems pretty powerful on high speed. Sounds powerful. Alright, good find. Fan's in really nice shape. Seems to run really well. It is like cheap and flimsy and kind of a throwaway fan, really. Feels like it just feels that flimsy, but it functions perfectly fine. I mean, for what it is, it was engineered correctly. It's got good speed variation. The blade balance is decent. Air movement's good. Not sure you could really ask for much more than that.